Belize really does build a beautiful boat.
That 66 Sedan is quite something, isn't it?
It is. It's a nice spot here at the Fort Lauderdale International Boat Show. I think it's going to get a lot of attention, but Andrew, I think what the people really came to see was the Daybridge.
I agree. This Daybridge appeared for the first time here in Fort Lauderdale at the show. This is the first time we're seeing it, and we're going to take you through the boat as we see it for the first time too, and let's take a look.
That sounds like a good plan. Andrew, I know one of the things we were talking about, we were worried about, is the 66 is such a pretty boat that
perfect lines.
You know that sometimes slapping a fly bridge on a boat is an easy way to distort the lines, but that doesn't seem to be the case here dockside.
Not from dockside, no. It looks pretty fluid. I like the continuation of the lines as it goes forward, and I think they did a nice job from the outside. It looks good.
Cool. Let's take a closer look. So when I think of Belize and the parent company Riviera, I think of an Australian company that knows how the importance of entertaining and building a practical boat. I think we're kind of seeing both of those things here.
Absolutely, I'm seeing burgers right here.
Burger, you know, I really like most boats this size. We probably see them getting away with one grill, but having two, it's twice as nice, I think.
Twice as nice, for sure, for sure. 66-footer, you're expecting to maybe have a lot of guests, a lot of family members on board, and you know, obviously plenty of space to cook for the whole family. So this is a good sign.
Well, nothing's worse than having to cook for a large group, and you're gonna spend your whole day cooking in shifts, and that could throw it off. I know you're not a fan of that. But you know, another thing I'm noticing here is they have joysticks for the IPS on both sides of the boat. Nice touch. I think that's really going to help the owner-operator, especially in this size boat.
Yeah, agreed. A 66-footer is, you know, you're kind of getting up to that fringe of, you know, can I do this myself? Do I need a captain to handle the boat? And I think having these on either side really puts my mind at ease anyway. If this was my boat, I feel like I can probably take this out and hopefully not do too much damage.
Hot Florida day. I think we test out some of that AC.
Let's get some of that AC.
Andrew, one of the things I don't think the camera is going to pick up, but it's a nice surprising touch is how much grip they have in the wood here.
Yeah, even with socks, we're not really moving anywhere.
Yeah, I can't tell you how many times at the show it's like you got to really concentrate on staying on your toes, but how slippery it is. But again, like a nice practical touch, not everyone thinks of.
Right. And another nice touch on these Belize boats is the galley aft, and I think Belize does a nice job with the window, the bulkhead here that fully opens, so you can have, you know, on a maybe a cooler day than today, which is 90-something degrees outside here in Fort Lauderdale, have that window open. You've got a nice breeze. You got openness to the cockpit area, entertaining. I love this setup.
I'm being drawn here to the helm. This is calling my name.
Typical.
You know, I think it's time to go. But this is, you know, I'm just kind of realizing how different a layout it is from the 66. Before we had the centerline helm and some seating to port, but they've really opened this up nicely. Right,
on that Sedan, I'm sitting at the helm here, right, and now we've got all this open space for a dining area, formal dining area.
Well, I think as the name implies, the Daybridge is probably what we need to go check out.
So Belize, they call it the Daybridge, otherwise known as Flybridge to some of us folks. One thing I'm noticing on the way up here is nice, generous sized steps. And you're always worried about, am I going to bump my head at the top there? But I'm not seeing any obstructions vertically here. So a nice, easy entry up to the Daybridge.
That's a great point. You really get an incredible amount of additional space on the Daybridge. I mean, what's funny is from the dock view, it didn't look like the space was that big. It seemed like maybe it was one of those smaller sport bridges.
It was hard to tell. Yeah, and then you get up here, and it just extends much further aft than I would have expected. And it's all usable space. I like that they've used really every square inch of this flybridge up here.
I mean, what's your best guess? How many people can you have up here realistically, comfortably?
2, 3, 10.
I was going to say,
around 10?
9, 10 people.
Something like that, and no one's fighting for a seat.
Right.
And then you throw in the 2 little lounge chairs in the back.
Right, protected by the sunshade, which is a nice element. One of the things I'm noticing here, and I don't know how many readers will agree, but I actually like having canvas. Growing up, we always had canvas on the family boat, and it was something about, you know, it encloses you, but you could also control how much you open it. Easy to roll up, or just crack it if the weather permits. So I actually kind of like that you have canvas all around the boat. It makes it feel like a boat to me, but it was just kind of an interesting choice, I think.
Agreed. Looking at this boat, I mean, the sight lines are very good. You know, we can see well ahead of the bow.
Right.
Fairly good accessibility around the upper helm. And to me, it sort of speaks like, I think this is a boat I could take single-handed if I wanted to.
Yeah.
And feel fairly confident doing so. How about you?
Yeah, it's, again, thanks to the advantages of the IPS and the wing stations on each side, it's definitely going to make docking a lot easier. But honestly, when it comes to the Belize, I know it's a boat that has good efficiency and is all about performance. So I think the next step is, I think we break it out of the show somehow.
Let's clear a path.
You're feeling brave? I'll let you take this one. I'll see you guys on the docks.
I got it.